Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, wrestling fans. We have a
You need to raise the webcam up. You're too.
Thank you.
Now you're too low.
Is this going to be part of the admin?
No, there you go.
Okay. Hello,
Do you even know when it is, by the way?
Okay, Google. When is Extreme Rules 2017?
Extreme Rules 2017 will be on Sunday the 4th of June 2017.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Oh! Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Klopp, and with me as always, Liam Dunn.
You're looking very comfortable with that belt, sir.
That's because it's mine.
I think.
You think what?
If we go back to the Facebook live stream that we did when you were coronated, I believe I challenged you to something, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I challenged him, ladies and gentlemen,
you
to
didn't.
watch Insidious 2.
No!
Guess what? Did you watch Insidious 2?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
And you can't prove it.
I can.
And still,
No.
you're reigning, defending champion, me. Alright, I have this fucking belt then, let's say.
Did you see the movie? Tell me what happened in the movie. Go on. You claim that you've seen the movie. Tell me what happened in the movie.
The lady came along and she was like, booga booga booga. And then...
Hang on, you need to be a bit more specific. There's character names. You need to give me an explanation.
Demon lady.
Demon lady?
Booga booga booga.
Ooga booga booga. Okay, right.
Basically, was like...
No, you need to be a bit more...
When-
You can't... No, that's just going, well, it was an action film and there was explosions. Like, you need to be a bit more specific in terms of the plot. I'm just going to hold this until you tell me what the plot is. What was the plot of Insidious 2? Or do you want to just hand it over now? I cashed in my rematch. He didn't watch the movie. He claims he did, but he can't back up the plot. So, can I have my belt, please?
Let me sit down again. Let me sit down again!
This is where you put in emotional music, Sam. May I please have my belt? Okay, I'm just going to take it now. So.
No, I'll give it to you! Get away!
Alright, give me the belt.
It's going out the window. It's going out the window. It's
No,
going out the window.
No.
It's going out the window! If I can't have it, no one
Give me the
can!
belt. Thank you. You know what the ironic thing is? If you had just wikied the plot of Insidious 2, you could have done all that. You could have went, yes, I did watch it actually, and this is the plot. But you know, you didn't think, did you? And now I am the new City Hall champion. But that is not what the people are here for. Of course, we did an episode last week. I'm going to move this. We did an episode last week talking about Jinder Mahal winning the WWE Championship in a shocking victory at Backlash about a week and a half ago. And it seems that our episode and our comments received a little bit of a backlash. Ironic, considering the name of the pay-per-view. So we kind of want to just take this time to read over the comments and kind of go more in depth as to what we were trying to say last week.
Marcos Perez says, I like it. It was unexpected. And let's be honest, it has only been 1 week since he won. You can't say it sucked since it's only been 1 week. And if he sucks, oh well, but just give him a chance, guys.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. We'll get to that in a minute.
Bullet Club versus The Shield says, funny, you didn't read the comments this time. That's because we're stupid. And
ironically, she also said, can we stop talking about Jinder Mahal now?
We can't stop talking about Jinder.
We can't, especially because we kind of just need to clarify something.
Yes. We might as well talk about him whilst he's relevant, but let's face it, he won't be in 8 months, says Alex King.
Yeah.
And Alex King also said that everything good with Jinder being champion, Randy Orton is no longer champion, and that's it. Everything bad, he's not very good in the ring or on the mic. Everything he was doing before feuding with Orton was uninteresting, and everyone was wondering why this jobber was getting so much TV time. And basically, he's just a jobber. And finally, his gimmick is overstale already and dumb. And M. Gunter says Vince Russo and David Arquette are in that title lineage, so stop saying that Jinder is the worst in that title's history.
Okay, right, so let's kind of just clarify. So let's just go to Marcus Perez's thing for a second.
Yes, let's go back down.
So Marcus Perez says that he's only been champion for 1 week to give him a chance. Yeah, no, that is an incredibly fair point. What we were trying to say was that it's not a problem with Jinder specifically. It's the way he's been booked to get into this position.
Yeah.
If Jinder Mahal had a 6-month build to being a number 1 contender, or the other way around, if you wanted to do it this way where it's a surprise thing, like I said, to do Money in the Bank, again, that would be different. The fact of the matter is, 3 months ago, the guy was a jobber, right? You can't argue that. It is also very apparent that they are doing this because they are breaking into India. This is why we have a problem with him. Not because he's not deserved it. The fact of the matter is, he's been booked so poorly up until suddenly, overnight, he was the number 1 contender and then he won the belt. Yes, it's surprising, but a lot of things are surprising that aren't very good. I shall not name events that have happened recently as an example.
Like a cold.
Like a cold. That's a better example. Yes. Yeah, sure, it's surprising, and, I didn't expect it to happen at all. But my issue is not that he's a bad wrestler or a bad champion. Like you said, he's only been champion for a week. My issue is the storyline, the creative has been awful, and the reason why they've done it has been incredibly transparent, and it's, like we said in the episode, last week's show, they've never done this when they've broken into China or Japan or Australia.
Or England.
I mean, we've only just got a United Kingdom belt, and yet they've been airing in this... Like, the UK is probably their second biggest market outside of America, of course, Canada being number 1. It's probably their second biggest market outside of America. And yet, Davey Boy Smith... He got the main event at SummerSlam, and it wasn't even for the title. It was for the Intercontinental title. And that's my issue. It's just awfully transparent.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. It's not so much Jinder the person. I mean,
it's not even Jinder the wrestler. It's creative.
Yeah, it's the way that he's been booked.
It's the way he's been booked, and it's the marketing ploy. They're using him because we're breaking into India. He is from Indian origin. Let's give the belt to him. Well... With that, you could have done it with anybody. Like, why was Funaki never WWE champion?
But then again, just to play devil's advocate, just recently, and this is spoilers if you watch TNA LOL Who Does That, TNA have just done a set of tapings in India. Mm-hmm. Guess who's their new X Division champion?
Sanjay Dutt. Yeah.
It's just, I just...
No, maybe because we're not in marketing, we just don't get it. Right? Maybe that is what it is. We just don't get it. But it's just so sickeningly can't get my words out. It's just so disgustingly transparent as to why they've done this. And you've got other people like Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens. I know he's been Universal Champion, but you've got people on that roster who have never held that belt and frankly do deserve it more. I mean, it's just so transparent, and the story build has been awful. It's been awful. The guy was an overnight success, and it doesn't work.
And the problem is the gimmick is so just overdone. It's like anti-USA, and it's just like, yeah. And I said this is something like a little regional fed would do to gain heat on characters. That's what you would do, but this is WWE, so it's just...
It also doesn't help that they're breaking into India, but their Indian champion is a bad guy.
Yeah, it would have made more sense if he was a good guy.
But the fact of the matter is, what I'm trying to get at here is, yeah, he's only been champion for 1 week, but 3 months ago, he was a jobber, right? Before 2017, I don't even think he had a match on television. And that's my major issue.
Yeah, I don't really know.
So let's go to M. Gunter's comment real quickly, and then we're going to try and give this a fucking burial now of discussing
Let's never
Jinder
talk
Mahal.
about this again.
So M. Gunter says Vince Russo and David Arquette in that title lineage should stop saying that Jinder is the worst in that title's history. I see where he's coming from. However, I don't count the World Heavyweight Championship, WCW Championship lineage, because it's the WWE Championship. If you go on Wikipedia or you go on the WWE's website page, like the lineage of that specific belt is the WWE Championship lineage.
I agree there have been worse world champions of different companies, yes.
Yeah.
But that's the WWE title.
I mean, for fuck's sake, if you're going to talk about worst world champions, like, could Ezekiel Jackson be in there? Because he was the ECW WWE champion. Mikey Whipwreck, he was the ECW champion in the original, and that guy was a jobber. It's a very similar position. But at least when it was Mikey Whipwreck, the guy came across as a lovable loser character. Like, you rooted for him.
Jinder just appeared out of nowhere, really.
Jinder did appear out of nowhere. I see what he's trying to say, but I don't agree with his example. Like, yes, Vince Russo and David Arquette have been WCW champions, but that lineage is, to me, and to WWE and Wikipedia, and probably most fans, is a different lineage. Otherwise, you could say that that belt has its lineage all the way back to 1902 with the NWA belt. It has its lineage, like, where does the lineage start and end for the WWE Championship? It's one specific belt. It started with Who's Bubby? Buddy Rogers in the 1960s with a fake tournament, right, all the way through to today.
I mean, I can see his
point, but I would disagree with him. Like, in the WWE Championship lineage, not the World Championship lineage where belts have been sucked into the... Because for fuck's sake...
And using that, alright, so like I said at the start, the other one, so you've got The Rock, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Jinder Mahal, John Cena, Randy Orton,
CM Punk, Daniel Bryan.
One of these things doesn't really belong there.
No.
He's not in the same league as a Bret Hart, for Christ's sake.
No.
And they're both Canadian.
Yeah. No, and I agree, because by M. Gunter's point, remember when the Intercontinental Championship went into the World Heavyweight Championship?
Yes.
Does that mean that the lineage of the World Heavyweight Championship at that point was also the lineage of the Intercontinental Championship? I mean, the Intercontinental Championship... Hang on, wait. The Intercontinental Championship is still around. Does that mean that the Hardcore Championship lineage still exists within the Intercontinental Championship lineage, along with the European Championship lineage?
Stop saying lineage, for fuck's sake.
Sorry.
God, it doesn't even sound like a word anymore.
No. It just sounds like a noise.
Yes.
But no, I'm sorry. I'm being pedantic. I'm getting very nitpicky. I don't agree with what he's... Well, I do agree with what he said, but not that specific statement. Right, can we please stop talking about Jinder fucking Mahal? We get it. He's champion because they're moving into India. Fan-fucking-tastic for them. What else is going on in the world, Andrew Quain?
Well, apparently WWE have issued a statement on the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Basically, the first ever ladder match will be streamed live Sunday, June 18th on the WWE Network as a part of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and it will feature superstars such as Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Natalya, Tamina, all competing for the opportunity to receive
that's
a
all
contract.
they've named so far.
To receive a contract to challenge for the WWE Women's Championship on SmackDown within the next year, and the match was made official by WWE Commissioner Shane McMahon.
Yes, so I was very confused with Money in the Bank because, of course, we've had the brand split about a year ago now. Fuck me, it was nearly a year ago the brand split happened. And one thing that I was always a bit confused about was how they were going to handle Money in the Bank. I consider Money in the Bank the unofficial fifth big event that they do. But WWE clearly doesn't see it that way because it is a brand-specific event now. So Money in the Bank will belong to SmackDown. That means that what used to be a pay-per-view that had 2 Money in the Bank matches now only had, at the time, we thought 1 Money in the Bank. But now they've bumped it back up to 2 and they've put the women in the Money in the Bank match. Long overdue. This is something that should have been quite a while ago. Frankly, I think you wanted to push this Divas Revolution, the Women's Revolution in the WWE. You needed to do something like this. It's taken too long to finally get to this position. I wish it had more women in it, which is a very weird thing to say. Is it? I don't know. Is that a weird thing to say? No. Okay, well, there you go. I wish there was more women in it, and I wish it was available to anyone on the roster. But you know, I think it's more than overdue, and it's gonna bring some excitement to the SmackDown division because, you know, I've got to be honest, the one woman in the entire WWE roster who really kind of just makes me like constantly want to watch her stuff, Alexa Bliss, without a doubt, the single best women's wrestler on that roster in my personal opinion.
And she has everything. This isn't just, oh, she's really fit.
No, she's
really
very good.
hot.
Her character's great. She's brilliant on the mic. She's just got a face where she... Honestly, it looks like someone's... Like, she's just constantly smelling a fart. That's what her face is, and it's brilliant.
No, that's just called resting bitch face, Liam.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Not fart face. Fart face is not a thing.
Well, we should call it fart face.
No.
Because then they'll stop doing it. Think about it.
But I like resting bitch face.
Well, to be fair, you like most things.
I think the match is a great idea because it's about time. If you want men and women on an equal playing field, here we go.
Yeah.
Give them a ladder match for God's sake.
I mean, the next logical thing...
Is a rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Like... Well, okay, to play devil's advocate. Not specifically with Money in the Bank, because they've done it twice with Money in the Bank, where Raw had one and SmackDown had one.
Uh-huh.
So to play devil's advocate with Raw Rumble, would it get too much if there was 2 Rumble matches in a single night and they both had a shot for their respective belts at WrestleMania? I'm just playing devil's advocate. What do you think? Do you think that's a bit overkill?
Unless they had their own pay-per-view.
What, women's specific pay-per-view?
Yes.
Why do you say that so quietly?
Because I don't know if it's a good idea or not. But like, because 2 Rumbles in one night, I don't know, would that be too much?
I think the difference is that a Rumble is usually an hour-long match. It's quite a while. It's quite a long match. Are you right?
Yes, keep going.
It's quite a long match, and with Money in the Bank, you could probably get a Money in the Bank match done in about 20 minutes. So if you have a women's Rumble, which could last realistically half hour, and then you've got a man's Rumble,
right?
Does that leave like, and that's going to be an hour, so that's an hour and a half of a 3-hour show. You probably only got room for maybe 2 matches. Because you know WWE, they like to fill it with bullshit of just advertising and rock stars and backstage skits. Remember Santina Morella? That fucking cancer on the face of the wrestling planet. It was.
Maybe they would run out of time. Maybe just give them their own fucking pay-per-view. I mean, I don't know what else you could do. I mean, like, a Rumble's probably needed. Maybe their own specific tournament thing. Oh wait, they are getting their own one. I don't know, some kind of other thing that could make them unique. I don't know what that would be. Maybe their own elimination chamber or something.
That could work. A women's only elimination chamber. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
Because they've done a Hell in a Cell now.
They've done Hell in a Cell. Yeah. They've done Steel Cage.
Yeah.
They've done Iron Women twice. One in NXT. They've done Hardcore. Or
I wouldn't keep saying that out loud.
yeah, that's you know what? I've just realised what I said, and I'm saying it back to myself, and just realised they may as well have been called the Sorority Submission Sisters. Submission Sorority. What was it called? You know it. You know the website.
No, I don't.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Fucking, what is it called?
I don't know, Liam.
You won't tell me on camera.
I have no idea what it's called.
Anyway, no, I'm surprised they didn't do an elimination chamber.
In other news, Dave Meltzer on Twitter has confirmed that when Jeff Hardy came back to WWE, so did his wellness violations. He has 2 wellness violations at the moment, and of course, with the policy, you get a third, you get fired.
My question is, if you get fired because of a wellness policy, a third wellness policy... Violation, sorry. Does that mean that they will never hire you again? Because that's kind of shooting themselves in the foot, because if they hire Jeff Hardy...
Yeah.
And, I mean, look at what happened with the Hardys with the broken gimmick and how over they got again.
Yeah.
Like, does that mean that they just... Like, if Jeff Hardy suddenly became, like, one of the fucking hottest wrestlers in the industry, does that mean they wouldn't be able to hire him again because they've fired him and he has 3? Like, what would they do? I don't understand
as well,
understand.
If Jeff Hardy is sober, he's been sober for years now, So why didn't they just? If he could prove to them that he's sober, why can't he? Can't they just go? All right, clean slate, fuck it.
Well, yeah, because they've rehired him.
Yeah,
Like,
and not only that, he's been sober and he's got his issues sorted. So why then would you just go? All right, you're clearly a different person now. So all right then, to like 5 years ago or whenever it was.
It's a different lineage now.
Yeah, you're a different person now. So we'll wipe the slate clean, or at least we'll take one away. You know, just in case. I don't know. That just seems a bit daft.
I don't know. That's the thing. They haven't really explained how their wellness policy thing works. So I would have thought if you've been let go of your contract and then you come back, you wouldn't have those violations again.
Maybe he could go into rehab if he ever did anything stupid, but I just don't.
Potentially.
I just don't think that would happen. In other news, speaking of major stars, and his name is
What?
John Cena. He is returning.
Oh,
He's returning on July the 4th.
4th of July, Independence Day for America.
And he'll be returning on SmackDown. Because currently he's like filming American Grit and he's currently doing a bunch of outside projects.
Yes, he's definitely become a part-timer recently.
Yes. Good? Bad? What do you think?
John Cena, it's funny, I was thinking about this the other day actually. We complained for years that John Cena was not a big star outside of WWE. I feel like that has changed now.
Yep.
I feel like he is a household name. It wasn't quite the overnight success that someone like, The Rock got.
I wouldn't even say that was overnight. That took years.
Well, compared to Cena.
That took years. He did some right shit movies before he was like, I'm Fast and Furious, man.
But the point is, he started getting outside projects in movies beforehand.
Have you seen Doom?
I don't think anyone's seen Doom, to be fair.
That's my point.
I don't even think Rock's seen Doom. But the point is he's definitely a big star now. SmackDown apparently with Jinder Mahal. I really didn't want to talk about this, but the ratings are going down with Jinder as champion. That's not what we're talking about, though. That's not what we're talking about. With the dwindling ratings that SmackDown is currently getting, having someone like John Cena back on the show would probably boost the ratings, and they desperately need that.
Oh, God. Do you think Cena is going to beat Jinder and be like, America! And he'll be 17 times world
Not
champion?
necessarily. I think what could happen if they are so desperate to push Jinder to the moon and back, Jinder might go over Cena.
Bruh.
Jinder might go over Cena.
No. I can't cope.
Especially if it's on Independence Day, like, you know that something between Cena and Jinder is going to go down. You know. So I'm not saying like Jinder will be put into a WWE Championship match on that specific show.
Both those scenarios would be bad. 17 time out.
They can't make him a 17.
Or Jinder. Or Jinder. What?
I thought we were not talking about Jinder Mahal again.
Oh, you can't help it! You just can't help it! What do you want me to do? He's the fucking WWE champion. He's a jobber.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Not talk about it?
Alright, go talk about it.
Fuck, that's it. I'm done with this. No, I'm done with that now.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought you... Well, that's ironic, because you're like, do you not want me to talk about it? I'm like, no, talk about it. You're like, well, I've got nothing else to say.
Well, I mean, just as a whole, on any show. Like, what are we going to do between now and he loses? Like,
This...
there's no news. What do you want me to do?
I think I can
make
see
news
them,
up? Alright, I'll make news up.
I can see them using Cena to push Jinder further, though.
Oh, for fuck's
I'm not just saying it's going to be clean. Like, he hasn't had a clean win, really, since he was... That's the one thing that you can take away from it. He has not had a really clean win since he had this overnight success. Because then he got the Bollywood Boys / the Singh brothers, former GFW tag team champions, by the way. Don't know if you knew that.
Not real belts.
Not real belts. So he's got them by his side. So he's not really like... He's not won cleanly, really.
No, but...
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I can see that, especially with it being Independence Day and Jinder Mahal being like, I hate America. That was just a generic accent. What accent was that? Can you decide what that accent was?
That's why I'm in a state of shock. I don't even know who you're offending.
Exactly. I'm offending no one because no one speaks like that. Except maybe the Elephant Man. What?
I am a human being.
Is that what you had to say when you were born?
Well,
oh my god, it's a parasite. I'm a human being. Hans, the experiment has come out.
Okay, let's reenact this then.
No, let's not. Let's not.
No. This is what we're doing. Right, you be Hans.
No.
I'm a human. See?
Do you know, it wasn't even funny when I did it, and you just made it more unfunny. I didn't even think that was possible. I wasn't even making it funny, and then you made it somehow, some inexplicable magic trick made it even more unfunny.
That's just what I do. And on that note, I have been Andy One.
I have been Liam Dunn. Choked my own spit as we were doing it out. That's weird. What have you done to me?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. The other day, it doesn't take you fucking 72 hours to digest food, dickwad.
You could do. Don't have a problem.
Unless you ate gum. Unless it was Mexican gum you ate. And even then, apparently, it doesn't take 7 years. It takes like 3 days.
Everybody, eat gum. No, don't eat gum.
He's gonna put that at the end now.
Fuck's sake. Hello, Suplah City. We are going to be live for Extreme Suplah. God. Ow. We done? On the ow. On the 4th of June at 8 p.m. GMT, 3 p.m. Eastern, we will be talking about extreme rules and things and stuff.